Welcome to Sunday, the final day of the 2024 European Masters Ultimate Club Championship. Point today, champions will be awarded, victors will be crowned. It's a very exciting day. Now, we are in the Women's Masters division with the semi-finals with LMU from Great Britain against gOLDen jinX from Berlin. It should be up. These teams played together once yesterday in the round-robin format. This division truly is up. It was a very exciting match, 10-7 in a game to 11. jinX managed to get the hold Universe, but unflustered, LMU got the final score on Universe. I'm hoping for another exciting, tight match today, and that's what I expect. LMU are sitting at the top of the division. The format is that yesterday was a round of teams to determine seeding for the quarterfinals. LMU went undefeated with a 14-9 win, aforementioned Universe win against gOLDen jinX. It's bright future. All their games, 15-11 to bright future, 6-12 to Master. But as we said, that Universe point win means that LMU is not safely through to the finals yet. Go say about that. It looks to be another beautiful day in Vienna, a temperate morning. Out, and it will be another hot day come high noon. These players are probably happy before it gets too excessively. There we hear jinX off screen on the left. LMU will be playing in the white, the team we see now. jinX in their signature black and gray. And I'm not sure if I mentioned, but I'm Christian Gaffney, coming at you live from Berlin, and I'll do my best to not be too biased in favor of these hometown heroes, gOLDen jinX. I also have a British passport, my enthusiasm for these two teams. As we get underway for this exciting semi-final, and here we go. Set to be received by Villa in the backfield, the prolific handler, and she rips the huck immediately to the end zone. A little too far. We have a pick call. And expect to see a lot of that from Bettina Villa. As the saying goes. She's always one of the very first in the league because she throws bombs and she throws them well. And it's ruled that the pick didn't affect that play. It looked like it was overthrown. Defense. LMU with a long field to go. They come out in a horizontal stack. Handlers overloaded on the right side. As they for beautiful backhand continue to the near side here. Kulakowska with the disc. Finding her teammate in the exact center of the field. Back to Fire. Kulakowska. A nice throw, reeled in by Seaborn. Seaborn back to Kulikowska, doing well to retain the disc here. Nice. Thrown up to the end zone, a floaty disc, defenders under it. They get a piece, but it is caught anyway. That is the first break of the game by LMU from the jinX defense there, but unable to get the block. It is 1-0 early. The LMU defense playing offense. Sometimes you see D-lines that are a little bit jumpy, especially at the early. They stayed very patient, took as many passes as it took, marched it down. On the other hand, showed us that they're. That was a set play, Huck. They have the. Let's see if they're here. That's EMUCC centering the disc. Side, jinX doing nicely. Very nice flow up the open side. And knocking on the goal line. The beautiful dump around the aforementioned EMUCC. A beautiful around backhand. The hat comes off. The focused catch. Beautifully done. And jinX on the board with a very nice hold. A really nice around backhand from EMUCC, unlocking things there. And it is 1-1. We will O-line for the first time. Have been dominant this weekend. And that is a beautiful pull to the very back of the end zone. LMU starting in deep position. jinX running down the pull nicely to apply pressure. LMU in their hoe stack. Very nicely done. This is Dinsdale Young centering the disc. Treble. Finding her receiver in the middle of the field under heavy pressure, but manages to reel it in. Still a half field to go. That is well reeled in. They're doing well to catch some of these high passes. Three handlers back, looking upfield. Very nice patience here. As many passes it takes right on the goal line now. Will this be the score and the hold? High stall count. Beautifully done. That's a hold. With the least offensive point. Very beautifully done. What about some of the players to watch in this game? Who we saw at first point is the stats leader of this division right now. She's averaging 5 assists and scores per game in the assist category. And LMU is led by Kulikowska, who we've talked a lot on that break. And Fee Ray and Aideen Costello also in their assist and goal throwing. But of course, that's not the only part of Ultimate. Playing D, adding pressure, and getting blocks is important too, and that's what their D-line will attempt to do right now as the pull goes up. EMUCC. Looks like we have another pick in the middle of the field. 5 offense. Oh, and that's a D! High pressure by Mara Alperin. LMU with a chance for their second break of the game. jinX need this defense. By Rachel Douglas. In the number 8. Rachel Douglas. An immediate score. Well done. That is 3-1 for LMU, and they waste no time cashing in that break. Rachel Douglas has played previously with LMU, Iceni, and SYC as Masters last year, so she has experience in this division. And she works as a project manager for an international charity, so we support the work she's doing both on and off the field, throwing goals, and helping the world. Big shout to Rachel Douglas, number 8. So, tough start for jinX. They've been broken twice early. Now, sure, the clean hold if they want to keep this game close. Big back. Pulling outside in. Very nicely done. jinX in a 2-5 vert stack, initiating from the back. Immediately, so we have some handler movement. Swung to the sideline, a very nice continue. That's Yula Tesh with the disc. jinX flowing nicely, looking reset, finding nothing. Great 3 Fee Ray. Oh, and the floaty pass goes in the end zone. jinX squandering another chance. Can they get this back? And that's a very nice backhand break under the arms of the mark. The huck goes up a little bit high, floats over the outstretched arms. Their best to get it, but it was a little bit too high. gOLDen jinX with their second chance at the point. And another jinX, a full field huck, gorgeously thrown. Oh my goodness. A full field huck, end zone to end zone. I have to. But that was a massive, massive throw. You have players like that, as jinX does, who are threatening these full field hucks. That really opens up the offense. This LMU team is very seriously about stopping the huck, which often makes unders and flow. jinX showing that they're a credible threat. We hear the loud jinX sideline supporting, calling Aufgate's defense. Let's go. Need a block. They need a break. Will they get it? The shot goes up to the end zone. A beautifully weighted flick. Is it too far? Will it be run down? Oh my goodness, that is a gorgeous layout score. I thought it was... Oh no! Is it a drop? Oh, it's dropped. Wow. Incredible layout bid. Absolutely had to lay out. Got her hand in contact. Shout out. Incredible bid. jinX, though, going the other way. jinX managed to hold on. Another flick huck goes up. Looks a bit short. Can the receiver come back to it? jinX playing an aggressive and that is caught under heavy pressure. Second time's the charm for this LMU Huckers. Beautifully caught. Both teams aggressive throws. You love to see it. It's 4-2. They're still up by 2 breaks. Exciting game off the bat. Both teams ripping forehands, backhands, half field, full field. Exciting. Currently LMU on top, but jinX. Betty Villa with the disc. She opts for a beautiful forehand gainer to the midfield mark. A huck continuation. There's people under it. Pressure. Very nice D from Kulikowska, but maybe a foul call. Yep, foul called by jinX. Looks like she said she felt some contact as she was going up for the disc. Impossible to say. Figure it out. And to give their perspective, the ever diplomatic Anna Treble of SYC and LMU fame. And it looks like after the talk, we have a turnover. They talked it out. The contact was incidental. LMU with a chance to go the other way. They're looking to play quick, big shot ultimate. That was the third pass of the point, and already they were in the end zone. We see this horizontal stack once again. Fee Ray, the cutter in front, going immediately deep. If the shot to Fee Ray is up along the sideline, beautifully thrown, well weighted. Fee Ray reels it in, finds Kulikowska. A shot to the end zone. Oh, and LMU looking cuts. That's yet another break for LMU, and they are up 3 breaks now in a tough first half for gOLDen jinX. She set up her cut extremely short, which normally would be odd. Well done. gOLDen jinX coming only with 15 players. A little bit more depth on their sideline. As the day gets hotter and the game wears on. And let's see if jinX opt to continue throwing early hucks, or if they try to play a little bit more, picks it up. We'll see here. Coming in their vert stack, isolating from the back, finding a player on the open side. The continuation, fake huck, back to EMUCC. Veteran handler. Disc on the near sideline. A nice shot goes up. Oh no, and that's an unfortunate drop. They were getting closer to the end zone, an unforced error. She'll want that one back, and she'll have a chance to get it back here on defense. LMU looking strong in this first half of the semifinals. Drop, and we have jinX going the other way. The lefty dropping back, caught under pressure on the sideline, up by Vienna. Oh, and a big, beautiful flick hook to the far side. I love the idea, throwing to the break side. A little bit too far, not quite enough float, but a visionary throw nonetheless. A lot of these gOLDen jinX players were staples on a strong jinX squad. They have high-level experience at the German and European level. LMU flowing nicely up the far sideline. 2 passes, and they're already well up the field. Third pass to the end zone with just over the arms of Zuza. She did nicely to make that cut, but unfortunately could not reel it in. Zuza has played previously with the Polish squad. And her sports hero is any woman who balances motherhood, sports, life, and work. I agree completely. But an unfortunate drop. Vienna unable to reel it in. She sets the up the backhand break, scored! And that is break number 4 for LMU, who are proving why they went undefeated yesterday. Again, confident line offense can be. That point might have been entirely backhand breaks up the far sideline. They're unflustered. Those high precision. So the score 6-2 rather. Apologies. We did see yesterday that jinX was able to go on a 3-point run versus LMU. They'll need that same type of run here if they want to get back. As jinX look to settle things down on offense. That's Konstanz Hollmann centering it to Bettina Wille. Wille. This offense. Yes. Throws, and that's a and a beautiful continue up the break side. Oh, we have a pick call. Tan Nguyen, who threw that assist, is one of the fastest players in the Berlin Ultimate scene. Her cutting prowess there, and pick a players of the call. Win with the disc. We see a lot of players behind the disc as they got their offensive flow so quickly. They'll look to push up into the end zone space. I would expect Nguyen to throw the dump to Wille here. the clears. LMU with the sideline here. They do keep them on the sideline, but it is well reeled in by jinX. High pressure in the dump space. Stall count rising, but they get the flick break off. Small side of the field, but it works out. They punch it. That's a hold for jinX. Very nicely done. 6-3. And that's a hold they desperately needed. Also gives them a chance to bring their D-line out as they hope to go on a little run on the break train. I liked what I saw from the LMU defense there. They had jinX pinned on the far sideline and opted to force backhand, thus really shrinking the field. 14 players playing in a very small space. jinX was not able to get it off that trap sideline or in that very tight corner. LMU offense, set to receive. Alperin with the disc, a big huck, floating nicely. The jinX defender gets under it. Can she get the D? No, she can't. That is a gorgeous huck from Alperin. Mary Alperin would like to give a shout out to her fans at home and her fun to the team. I wonder how recently. Because question remains, was this or was it the flesh and blood queen of a year or two ago? Or has there been a new queen of... In any case, the puck from Alperin. Well reeled. 3, their defense with a chance to break for half. The backhand outside in pull goes up. Settling around the brick mark. Vienna starting this offensive possession. And EMUCC gets it in. Zone. Shot. That is a 0-point score. 4 or 5 passes. Very nicely done. And they say no halftime yet for you, LMU. 7-4. We saw that time an initiation play from jinX where the cutters cleared deep, leaving sort of an ice reminiscent of some of these earlier German offenses from the early 2000s. And that meant that once they got that first pass off, there was a lot of underspace for those cutters who had previously cleared to attack. And they gOLDen jinX still hunting for their first break of the game. Now would be the time to do it. And the pull is up. LMU set to receive. jinX running down in desperate need of break. Comes to a close. No handlers back. Can she find support? Yes, she does. Oh, a very nice cheeky flick to the middle, reeled in by Douglas. Douglas with the disc. Looking upfield. Stall count rising. Finds her reset. The lefty Throwing up the open side. That's Aideen Costello. Finding Roshan here. Costello again. And that, oh! Beautiful catch, toes it in on the far sideline. Manages to hang on. LMU clean hold, 8-4. And that was a dominant first half performance by LMU, getting 4 breaks. jinX on the rope. This is a knockout semifinals. jinX will have to respond in a short break as these teams huddle together and return.
Da drüben sind komplett unterbesetzt. Sie fallen aus, Pia und Luki war auch dessen geplant drüben. Wir müssen mehr Leute finden. So 2 starke Burschen müssen drüben. Und dann diese Burschen müssen. Ja, dann geht dieser keiner. Also, da auf diesem Weg entlang bis außerhalb der Lage, dieser den Weg entlang bis außerhalb der Lage, dann kommst du auf der Wasserbahn, dann bist du unter der Brücke.
The halftime break is over. jinX have huddled, set their strategy for the second half, and will look to make a daring comeback against the dominant LMU, who are undefeated so far. Shut the door on their ticket to the final. It's a great play of Sarah Rushanzamir, getting several touches on the way to a beautiful clean hold. She started playing frisbee because a cute guy with sparkly eyes said to give it a try. He's now her husband, and they have 2 kids together. Shout out to the fans at home, Ham, Leo, and Zoe. A beautiful story. And jinX with the pull, set to begin the second half on defense, needing a break. LMU looking to replicate their success of the last clean hold. They come out in their hoe stack. jinX looks to be setting a zone. A short middle, looking to change things up. I like the new look. Let's see how LMU perform. They get the first pass through the middle. jinX do well to recover, reset their cup. Forcing left, letting them get back to base. The deeps off screen as we see. Another throw through the middle, but jinX one pass off, but not the 2-3 zone. Letting the dumps happen, but trying to take away throws upfield. Marzalik with the disc. Cute break through the middle to Nichols. Patience here. Not slowly marching it up the field. And they get the turn. jinX's zone manages to force this turn. The strategic adjustment out of halftime works wonderfully. And with Villa point. Well real. jinX have are back. To the coaches or captains who decided to come out in that zone, making LMU think about a new defense and getting the turn in the handler space. Very nicely done from this jinX defense. Try that again. Give LMU now prepared for it. Will have time to discuss their zone offense, see if they can make any improvements. There was Nichols and Douglas there, working back and forth, completing. The challenge for LMU will be finding those poppers in the middle and trying before jinX can reset their zone. The big pull, end zone to end zone, gigantic pull, back of the end zone, beautiful start for this jinX D-line. LMU unflustered, center the disc. We are again in a zone defense. The force is middle. Allowing the dumps backwards. A nice blade. Soft middle space. And the big puck goes up. One-on-one under the disc. Will she catch it? Yes, she does. Beautifully reeled in by Dinsdale Young, who rips it across the field. Expands. The final meter, cheeky inside break, very well done. LMU answering this jinX zone. And they are up 9-5, still with a nice cushion. The LMU offense was really stuck playing small back-to-back handler movement against that first zone point. This time they took some nice over-the-top shots, hitting first that left wing with that beautiful pass to Dinsdale Young, and then Dinsdale Young ripping it immediately across the field, which is so hard for that zone to cover once they've gotten the disc behind the teeth of the zone by this LMU offense. The sideline cheering on the defense. jinX will need this hold. Villa to Franzi. Oh, high, disc under it. Oh, jinX tips it. There's a second receiver under it, unable to reel it in. LMU going the other way. That's bad luck for jinX. And LMU starting their methodical D-line offense, flowing nicely in the handler space. Their hoe stack, plenty of open space up the field, and almost in a two-person to the end zone. Will it stay in? Can it be real? No, out of bounds. A beautiful steps, but the disc, unable to keep its shape, floats out of bounds. We see the third handler defender poached off, just standing in the middle of the field. Accepted foul on the dump defense. I like what Mara Alperin, number 33, is doing there, clogging up this hoe stack. She poaches the lane again. To tighten up. It was very far away. They managed to find it to Mizo Grota. Only 4 jinX players on screen right now. Their cutters are extremely deep, possibly wanting the deep shot. They get a nice big under out. Attempt. The shot goes up to the end zone. 2 players under it. Will it be reeled in by jinX? Oh! The sky attempt does not work out. The aggressive defense by LMU forcing jinX to go up early. Very nicely defended. LMU going immediately the other way for their second chance at this break. Trich manages the catch. And oh, an incredible layout attempt. Unable to be caught. I believe that was Lucy Barnes looking to make the catch. A very athletic bid. She's unable. Great play though by Barnes. That's the score. The big centering pass. Oh, unfortunate! And that is reeled in by Douglas of LMU. They have a short field. The disc is dumped to Mitrich. Mitrok. The flick, caught by the offensive player, goes to ground to catch it a little bit low, but focused clap catch, 10-5, and LMU can smell the finals from here. They are not far off. We hear the classic jinX cheers of Sieben jinX and Tib Tib Boom looking to rally this team from the sideline. They will need the run now. Away their huck game. They're still throwing up a lot of floaty discs. Unfortunately, just have come on the wrong end. A lot of math not working out in their favor. Their cutters have been starting very deep, which makes it hard to throw leading passes. So, offense here. Fuchs to begin. Villa in the middle. 3-4. Spread offense. We see an arrowhead zone. Forcing the pass, and it works out. LMU with a very short field after the unforced error. Here comes treble. Gorgeous round one throw. And a treble with a beautiful break there. Timeout. And we will take a quick break during this timeout and be back to you shortly after the beautiful break score from Anna Treble, the speech and language therapist and handler extraordinaire. As we look to the other side, finally, it is Republic up 8-5 on Masterclass from Ireland. The matchup, if things go, will be Bright Future versus LMU in the finals, with gOLDen, jinX, and Masterclass competing for bronze. But both games still not over. Only time will tell what happens here in this exciting women's division at the EMUCC. If that does end up being the matchup in the finals, LMU beat Bright Future by 2 yesterday. So LMU will come in the slight favorite. That should be a fantastic game. jinX taking the time out to reset their offense. We saw LMU come out in a saggy defense. I'm unsure if it was an arrowhead zone or just a lane poaching person defense. Let's see if they replicate it. They got success with a first pass turnover on that last point. The pull goes out of bounds. Farther up on the sideline or in the middle of the field at the brick mark. Looks like they want to start on the sideline. Just short of half field. Vienna, hands held high, marking the space nicely. Brings it in. Initiating the offense, and they are already past half field. The big flick huck. Will it be reeled in? Wow, what an incredible grab by Lisa Chichevitz. Oh, and that is beautifully scored. Lisa Chichevitz catching that difficult blady flick down by her feet. But moved to Berlin looking to meet new people and join jinX. With the German Beach Mixed Masters team last year, where they got 3rd place. Congrats on that. And her fans at home, Mom, Dad, and Laura, that catch was for you. Lisa, tell me how to properly pronounce your last name. Apologies for mangling it. So, jinX needing a break. Now the big pull goes up. LMU starting in their own end zone in their traditional hoe stack. 3 handlers back. We see a strike cut from left to right. A beautiful initiation play. But decides not to throw it. Sneaks it in the middle to Seaborn. Seaborn finds her continuation. Looks like Anja Wiest, formerly from Berlin and jinX, playing against her old squad. She's got the disc back. Finds the dump. Loud, active sidelines. jinX knows how bad they need this right now. Forcing them on with another throw up the sideline. 2 off the bounce. Knocking on the door of the end zone. High pressure mark. Release valve in the dump space. Trapped on their far sideline. Working it backwards a little too far. And high pressure on the mark, forcing them backwards. Well done by jinX with a chance for, I believe, their first break of the game. Villa and Fuchs back. Villa to pick up. Always the huck threat. Minds the end zone. We see a poach in the lane. They know she's the hucker. She immediately takes. Who finds Vienna. Goes up to Bettina Villa. Wonderful layout by Villa. Gets her hand on the disc. Unable to catch it through the ground. Layout. Shout out to Robert, her gut aussehender Mann, back at home. He'll be proud if she can get the disc back here on the mark. We see Fee Ray on the near sideline, always an initiation cutter. Cute lefty backhand to the middle of the field. The huck goes up, jinX under it, misses its intended target, but caught anyway by the other LMU defender. But jinX able to get the D on the high floaty pass on the next throw. Very exciting ultimate. LMU able to get the first 50-50 ball, but not the second. Had another chance for the break. energy in this game is palpable. The sideline louder than ever before. Both these teams wanting the finals badly. We see a clam defense as LMU is surrounding the vert stack. Very smart. I love how many defensive looks they have. jinX finds an outlet as LMU melts to match defense. Tan dumping to Fuchs. Fuchs looking upfield. We see another lane poach. This is a crafty, smart defense looking to clog the lanes. I love what LMU are doing here. Villa, the hucker, fakes the flick, fakes the backhand, rips the flick. Vienna on the side. Franzi, expansive backhand, crossfield. Tan under it. Tan win. Can she reel it in? Yes, she can. Beautifully done by Tan Huynh. And that was a expansive cross-field backhand by Franzi, who's been on jinX for a long time, now showing what she can do in the Masters division. And Tan Huynh, the dangerous cutter, beautifully reeling that in. Still one of the fastest people out this field at 43 years young. And LMU will take a timeout to regroup after the jinX break, 11-7 LMU. jinX on fire. I guess playing by traditional beer pong rules where the hold is heating up. The break is on fire. It's anything like the video game NBA Jam, being on fire will be an unstoppable character trait. Let's see if they can get the second break in a row here. LMU, first time getting broken this game. Let's see how they respond. I expect with poise and confidence, as they've shown all game. We hear the loud jinX sideline encouraging them on. Dasein auf geht's, here we go. Side stack right, we've got an immediate pick. And LMU has an incredibly deep bag of tricks for lane poaches, clam defenses. A very well-coached team. Great systems. You can see why they've risen to the top of this tournament so far. Flowing up the open sideline. Doing well. That was Dietrich to Kruska. Kruska looking for the end zone. She has an open teammate. Oh, and unable to reel it in as she tries to toe the back line. Just a little bit too far. I love the shape. A tiny bit too far, and jinX have a chance for their second break in a row. Been waiting for. The Berliners watching at home will certainly hope so. The Londoners will say that's not their cup of tea. We see a hoe stack. Big lane poach in the middle from the far side cutter. We see her just standing in that lane saying no throws happening on my watch, but jinX managed to sneak it through, finding the hole. Floaty pass to the sideline, 2 players under it, and that is a little bit too much air under that one as Nichols manages to get the great D. Carolyn Nichols under the disc. Out. She wants this point. The deep shot immediately available up the sideline, not taken. Instead, the beautiful initiation under to Kruska. Kurska gets the dump off to Alperin. Alperin clears out. The shot goes up to Alperin in the end zone. She's all alone, a little bit too far. Amazing layout. Wow, well reeled in by Mara Alperin. She can do it all. Flip. Bombs. The aura she must have gotten from meeting the Queen really paying off in this game. She's a story producer by trade, and the story is Mara Alperin is good at Frisbee. Putting her stamp on this game. That was an amazing catch. As LMU go up 12-8, inching ever closer to a guaranteed medal and their chance at gold today. jinX down 4 with time running out. Can they put together a last stand here? 3-4 horizontal offense, centering to Fuchs. We see that arrowhead from LMU again. They're trying to clog up the pull play, and they do so nicely. It's a 3-person arrowhead zone. The huck goes up nonetheless over the top. Can it be reeled in? Oh, just fading away at the last moment. I love the aggressiveness. Just a tiny bit off. Maybe that throw forced to be an angle she didn't like because of this arrowhead handler set that LMU is playing that is working so well. As always, we see Fee Ray starting an initiation on the near sideline. She's contained this time, but not for long, I imagine. Cheeky flick through the middle. 2 people with a chance of catching it, but unable to be reeled in. Anya Niebrugel with the great left layout effort. Pick called. Anya Niebrugel, the person who attempted to save that layout disc, originally from Ireland. She's played with Ireland U23, mixed at EUC, and women at Worlds. Now on this LMU squad. Vienna with the disc. Isolating Villa in the backfield. Nice handler movement so far from this jinX offense. Win to Villa. To Vienna. Vienna holding it a bit long. Didn't want the open dump shot. Instead, throws it out of bounds. Possibly a hand block. She had Ton Win in the dump space. Opted instead to look for the cutters. Possibly the wrong decision there. But she has a chance to get it back on defense. We see a deep shot up the near sideline, beautifully thrown, looks like it should be reeled in. Well done, and a streaking off-ender looking to continue the success. A little bit floaty, reeled in beautifully. LMU streaking up the field with a very quick score. Beautifully done. 13-8 for LMU. jinX will be kicking themselves there. They had a short field opportunity to punch in the goal. But because they've been so aggressive with these deep shots, they haven't had a lot of opportunities this game to practice their end zone offense. That's what was required of them there. They weren't able to execute, unfortunately. It's possible that their tiredness is catching up to them too. We mentioned their short roster of 15 people as the day gets warmer and warmer. Who will step up from this jinx O-line on this must-have hold? The pull goes out of bounds. We see what looks to be a side stack right. LMU immediately clamming. We see a defender all the way in the middle of the field. That's Costello. This is an aggressive clam. They are really trying to contain the shape on the right side of the field. We see total disregard for the handler defense as they opt instead to sag lane. To see jinX get as many meters as possible as they can out of that. And they do very well to break through this junky defense so far. Oh no, and it's a little too high. D'd nicely by the LMU defender. jinX looked really good on that point, but unable to cash it in on their first attempt. They found the holes in the LMU clam defense. We see another poach from the far side handler going into the lane and catching back up. Both these teams playing crafty, smart defense. The huck goes up. Underthrown right to the jinX defender. They're going the other way. I believe that was Lisa Shishevets with the D. We hear a loud sideline, both teams imploring them to get it. Oh no, and that's a missed throw, knocked to the ground by Rachel Douglas. And she's got the disc going the other way. Can jinX keep fighting on defense during this longer point? Lucy Barnes finds Marsalic. Marsalic gets the dump off. Nichols. Back to Nichols in the dump space, the lefty. Knee brace to knee brace. Back to Nichols under heavy pressure. That is D'd by jinX on the goal line. Clutch D against the striking upline cut of Carolyn Nichols. Very well done. jinX have to be feeling a bit of fatigue, having played defense twice now on this point. Offense looking a little bit stagnant. They begin with some handler movement. And there's a wide open third handler. Nicely reeled in on the far sideline. Cheeky inside break as the jinX offense looking good. Flick huck to the far side, floaty, two defenders under it. Gonna need a miracle. Doesn't work out. Great poaching help by the LMU defender to make it a 2-on-1, and jinX didn't really have a chance there. Barnes with the disc. Power position huck. Flick huck to the break side. Looks good. It's caught on the goal line. And then immediate timeout. Opting instead to reset. Probably smart after this long, tiring point, and her offense so far behind her. We'll take a quick break and be right with you after this timeout. In the other semi, it remains Bright Future, 4 points up on Masterclass, 11-7. Bright Future being led by the strong play of Anna Barbarakova and Anna Vajlarova, the Annas. So we see LMU coming out in a vert stack with one player staggered outside of the stack on the back of the end zone. Usually with an isolation from the front of the stack or a dump to the handler to get things moving. Looks like jinX are setting a clam, trying to surround the shape of this vert stack. I like that idea. In. Shanzamir with the disc. Starts the movement to Nichols. And that's a gorgeous inside break. The offender all alone. jinX lost sight of that, and that is very well put in. 14-8. LMU 1 point away from making this final match at the EMUCC today, likely against Bright Future. This has been a very strong performance from LMU on both sides of the disc. Their offense has been clinical, their defense offense has been patient, and they've shown a great many defensive looks. Who's getting the block? Who's hungry, we hear from the LMU sideline. They have not given up yet on breaks. They want one more. Can jinX keep this game alive with an offensive hold? Now's their chance. Villa to Fuchs. Fuchs in the middle of this 3-4. We see this wall of handlers moving together. Looks match in the upfield space. I really like this defense. They're content to let swings go off side to side. They're trying to stop throws like this, but they can't this time. Beautifully reeled in, all alone in space. She has a streaking teammate right on the end zone. Can she find her? Yes, she does. jinX with the beautiful hold, getting up and around that wall of handler defenders, finding the space very nicely for the score, staying alive, 14-9. So the LMU defense done for the day. They will have many chances of offense to seal this game. For jinX, it's defense from here on out. Looking for their first break as they try to go on a magisterial run to end this game. They will need a miracle. The huck goes up to win the game. Will it be reeled in? Yes, just on the goal line. Last meter to go. Can LMU knock it in? They are right on their own goal line. If they get this, they win the semis and advance to the finals. And there it is, the goal from Alperin, who's been everywhere this game. Alperin to Marsalic. Very beautifully done. That's the game. Marsalic would like to give a shout out to her super fan Charlie, who's playing with Fire at home this week, and her mom, her sister, and possibly even her boss. She had a great game. Thank you for being with us. This was a fantastic semifinal at the EMUCC in the women's division. The gold medal matchup later in the day, likely between LMU and Bright Future. It should be an incredible game. Thank you for watching. I've been Christian Gaffney, and I hope you'll stick around for more fantastic Ultimate this weekend. Until then, I'll sign off for now.